This women's 100-meter final is about to explode, and two athletes are the reason why. Mia Maxwell just torched the fastest time of the entire championship. Shanoya Douglas is the only sprinter in the field who has ever broken 11 seconds. One is red hot right now, the other hasn't lost all season. Here's exactly why this race is about to blow up. Let's start with the venue. This is the World Athletics U20 Championships, held at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. This track has hosted Olympic trials and World Championships before, so the U20 stars are running on the same surface as the biggest names in the sport. The women's 100-meter final is set for Hayward Field's evening session, under the lights, in front of a crowd that knows exactly what a fast time looks like. Now let's talk about the two names everyone is watching. First, Mia Maxwell. She is an American sprinter from Texas, and in the semifinals, she posted the fastest time of the entire round, 11.13 seconds. That was not a fluke. Mia already owns a personal best of 11.4, a time she ran in May 2025 that pushed her past legends on the American high school all-time list, including Sha'Carri Richardson. She also won the 100-meter title at the US U20 Championships earlier in the 2026 season, which is exactly how she qualified for Oregon. When reporters asked her after the semifinal how she felt heading into the final, her answer was short and direct. She said she is ready to run fast. Second, Shanoya Douglas. She is from Jamaica, and she did not enter this championship as a surprise name. She entered as the favorite. Why? Because on March 25, 2026, at the Jamaican High School Championships, Douglas ran 10.98 seconds. That time did two things. It made her personal best, and it made her the first woman in the world to break 11 seconds during the 2026 season. Nobody else in this Oregon final has ever run under 11 seconds. Douglas is the only one. She has also not lost a race during the entire 2026 season, winning the 100 and 200-meter double at the Jamaican U20 Championships, at the Jamaican High School Championships, and at the Carifta Games, which is the biggest youth track meet in the Caribbean. Douglas is also not new to this exact stage. At the 2024 U20 World Championships in Lima, Peru, she was just 16 years old and still walked away with a medal, taking silver in the 200 meters after a late promotion. That means she already knows what it feels like to stand on a world championship podium. Her coach, Garth Smythe, has been open about how much he trusts her under pressure. Before the 2026 season even started, he told reporters he was already predicting she would break 11 seconds, and she went out and did exactly that. So here is the tension. In the semifinal round in Eugene, Mia ran faster than Douglas. Mia clocked 11:13. Douglas clocked 11:21. On paper, that makes Mia the form runner going into the final. But Douglas has the faster lifetime best, the unbeaten record from the entire 2026 season, and the experience of already medaling at the 2024 U20 World Championships in Lima. Speed on paper is one story. A season of undefeated racing is another story. The final is where those two stories collide. There is also a second layer to this race that most people don't know about yet. Mia is not the only Maxwell in this final. Her twin sister, Mariah, also qualified. Mariah ran 11:25 in the semifinals, which was good enough for fifth fastest overall. That means both twins made it into a global final together, at the same time, in the same event. Mia spoke about what that means to her. She said having her sister there in Eugene, sharing a dorm room as roommates, and being able to experience this moment together has been special. Mariah, for her part, said simply, that mission accomplished. She made it to the final, and that competing on home soil in the United States, surrounded by fellow Americans, makes everything feel easier. Now, here's a name that could shake things up even more. Switzerland's Xenia Buri. She is not one of the favorites, but she should not be ignored either. In her semifinal heat, Buri ran a Swiss national U20 record and qualified fourth fastest overall at 11:23. After the race, she said her only goal coming into the championship was to reach the final. She admitted she was nervous, but said she felt amazed to already be standing in a world championship final. Her plan for the final itself is simple: run a personal best and enjoy the moment. Rounding out the final field are athletes from Italy, St. Lucia, and Germany. Italy's Doualla Edimo qualified in 11:36. She is only 16 years old, which is remarkable, considering most of the field is made up of athletes 2 or 3 years older than her. Earlier in the 2026 season, Doualla Edimo won a sprint double at the European U18 Championships, so she is not just filling a lane, she is arriving with her own winning streak. St. Lucia's J.D. Emanuel qualified in 11:42. Germany's Emma Goretzka and Lena Anocili rounded out the final 8, running 11:40 and 11:47. It's worth pointing out just how deep this field really is. Every single finalist ran under 11.5 seconds to reach the final. At the 2024 U20 World Championships in Lima, the winning time in the final was 11.17 seconds. That gives you a real target to measure this race against. If either Douglas or Mia can get close to that number or beat it, this final will not just crown a champion. It will produce one of the fastest times ever run at this level. So what actually decides a race like this? In the 100 meters, everything comes down to two things: the start and the top-end speed. Douglas is known for having one of the smoothest transitions from her start phase into full speed, which is part of why she has been able to run so consistently fast all season without a single loss. Mia Maxwell, on the other hand, has shown she can produce a big time when the moment calls for it, which is exactly what happened in the semifinal when she posted the fastest mark of the round under pressure. That means the final could genuinely go either way. If Douglas gets a clean start and settles into her rhythm early, her top-end speed and her sub-11-second pedigree make her incredibly difficult to catch. But if Mia repeats the kind of aggressive, fast semifinal she just produced, she has already proven she can beat Douglas's semifinal time. And then there is Mariah, running right alongside her sister, plus Xenia Buri, who has nothing to lose and just broke her own national record in the semifinal round. Here's what makes this race even bigger than just a junior championship. Everyone in this final is training and racing at times that are approaching senior professional level. Douglas's 10.98 puts her inside the top 10 fastest under 20 sprinters of all time. Mia's 11, so 4 personal best places her firmly among the fastest high school sprinters America has ever produced. These are not just promising young athletes. These are athletes who are already performing at a level that puts them on watch lists for future Olympic teams. So when this final goes off, here is what to actually watch for. Watch the first 30 meters. That is where Douglas has built her entire season of undefeated racing. If she gets out clean, the rest of the field is chasing her, not racing her. But watch Mia Maxwell's drive phase too, because that fast semifinal time didn't come from nowhere. If she can carry that same aggression into the final, this becomes a real head-to-head battle, not just a coronation for the favorite. And do not sleep on the twin storyline. If Mariah Maxwell can find another gear in the final the way she did to reach 5th in the semis, having 2 American sisters on the podium together would be one of the most talked about moments to come out of this entire championship. This final has genuine stakes, genuine history on the line, and multiple athletes who all have a real case for gold.